Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is Wyln News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. Wyln News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on Wyln News. I'm Philip Kaufman, filling in for Julia Wiegand. A Wednesday night fire displaced a dozen people in the city of Hazleton. Firefighters responded to 728 North Locust Street around 8:30 last night, where they found flames coming from the rear of the structure. 7 people, including children, were living in the 728 side, while 5 resided in the 726 side. The Red Cross was called in to assist the fire victims and find temporary housing while the home is being repaired. According to officials, the fire began inside a third-floor wall on the 728 side and was likely caused by the failure of an electrical outlet. A state police fire marshal ruled the fire accidental. Fortunately, no injuries were reported in Hazleton. A Schuylkill County man was shot in the leg during a Wednesday morning incident in Shenandoah. Police were called to 26 Northwest Street around 9:30 in the morning for a report of a shooting. The victim was identified as 26-year-old Karan Naim Rosh Nusam. He was taken to Geisinger Medical Center in Danville for treatment of his injuries, where he later signed himself out. Shenandoah police say that the incident is isolated and poses no risk to the community as they continue to investigate. A recreational vehicle fire claimed the life of a man in Schuylkill County. The fire started around 7 p.m. in Newkirk as the RV was parked in a driveway behind a home at 406 Old Route 209. The vehicle was completely engulfed in flames when firefighters arrived, and 56-year-old Michael Farber was pronounced dead at the scene by the Schuylkill County Deputy Coroner. A virtual autopsy is scheduled to be performed on Farber to determine the exact cause of death. Meanwhile, state police fire marshals are investigating the cause of that fatal fire in Schuylkill County. The Greater Hazleton Annual Job Fair was bustling with employers and hopeful employees today at the Laurel Mall. It's a busy day at the Laurel Mall as employers and hopeful employees are on the hunt for good matches as the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce hosts its annual job fair.
Today is the 25th annual job fair for the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, and this is the second time that we're hosting at the Laurel Mall, which is fantastic. One, for this great space that's here, we can spread out and be socially distanced and still fit the number of companies, and we're very excited. There's over 40 companies here from all around the area, so not immediately just Hazleton, some of the industrial parks, even some up from Wilkes-Barre and down south in Schuylkill County.
And with 46 employers out and around, there are many opportunities to find.
We have had a steady turnout. I think, again, we were joking before when the companies were coming in signing up. People are kind of just getting used to getting back out and getting around again. But we do have masks on, we have our temperature, we have sanitizer, so we are asking folks to abide by those to be safe.
There's even new COVID-19 safety equipment, like this temperature checker.
Right in there you can have your mask on, it will take your temperature, just so that we know that for that purpose.
No, that screen isn't taking a selfie for you. It's actually checking your temperature with rapid speed. The device is a design by Intelligreen, who's also here on the search for possible employees. Another newcomer is Nexi, who we spoke with on the day and their arrival to the area.
Very happy to be here. We'll be opening up a plant in Hazleton. Our company is Nexi. We are a provider of a green building solution. We will be opening about midsummer. We intend to have anywhere between 220 and 300 employees on 3 shifts. We're excited to be here. We look forward to bringing people in, and anybody who's interested in careers can certainly go to nexi.com under careers and fill out an application or send your resume in.
Needless to say, it's been a good day to find new opportunities and new beginnings. And if you've missed your chance to make it, don't lose hope.
If you can't happen to make it here, by then you can still go onto the webpage and see the companies that are here, and then flip to their web pages to fill out an application. But like I said, lots of fantastic, exciting opportunities.
It's official. Former Pennsylvania Health Secretary Dr. Rachel Levine was confirmed as the nation's new Assistant Secretary of Health. The U.S. Senate voted 52 to 48 to confirm the country's first openly transgender federal official. Levine served as the Commonwealth's health secretary since 2017 before being nominated by the Biden administration. Transgender rights activists praised the appointment while others opposed the nomination. Republican Senator Rand Paul cast a no vote and confronted Levine about medical treatment for transgender young people during her confirmation hearing. Senator Pat Toomey also voted against Levine's confirmation. President Biden said that Levine will bring the steady leadership we need to get people through the pandemic, regardless of race, religion, or sexual orientation. Police in Luzerne County are warning people to keep an eye out for thieves, a rash of reported incidents in the area. Wilkes-Barre Township Police said that 2 separate incidents recently occurred at Wegmans stores in both Wilkes-Barre Township and Dixon City. Authorities are on the lookout for 2 suspects allegedly involved in the string of thefts. They say that one man distracts the victim while another steals a purse or wallet. The public is being reminded to stay mindful of their property and surroundings while out shopping. Anyone with information on the duo is being asked to contact Wilkes-Barre Township Police. Hazleton area organizers and volunteers are gearing up to deliver hundreds of free hot meals this Easter season. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has the details.
A trio of Hazleton area organizations are once again teaming up to deliver free holiday dinners just in time for Easter. Organizers and volunteers with United Way, Hazleton Firefighters, and Catholic Social Services will be delivering meals for those in need.
We were unable to have it last year due to COVID, and it really was disappointing and discouraging because we know so many people need a meal. So this year, Pat Ward, myself, and Neil Roberto got together and we said, we're doing it.
The distribution will go a little differently this year because of the pandemic.
People have to call 211 and give your name and address and reserve your meal. And then the 31st, we're going to start delivering at 5 o'clock to the residents. What we're going to do is we're going to knock on your door, leave it on your porch, and stand in back off the sidewalk away from the house until you take the product in that we know you got it. We're going to practice all precautions.
The meals will consist of ham, potatoes, vegetables, and dessert, which is made possible by several Hazleton area businesses.
Hazel Park and USA Pork Packing, Patrick Kreisel, phenomenal. I mean, if there's not a better guy, and I can think of anybody that's better than Patrick. Patrick's just been always with us. Whatever you need, you heard them when they're not. They said if you get more dinners, come back and we'll give you more ham. Phenomenal. Local businesses, Lehigh Valley Health Network stepped to the plate. They helped us. Bonanza, Frankie's, Vesuvius. There's so many the different bakeries. The support we get is tremendous.
Colombo has stated that the Hazleton community has always stepped up to the plate when it comes to supporting important causes as well as each other.
It's really heartwarming to see it because, like you said, we've been suffering with COVID for a year now, and all along since COVID hit last March, I've been promoting it to the city council and the newspaper, support these local businesses because in time of need, as you can see now, here we are, we're going to serve at least 300 meals, and everything's being donated. So you can't thank these businesses enough, and it's really, please get out and support local businesses.
The dinners will be distributed next Wednesday, March 31st. Anyone wishing to help make deliveries can meet organizers at Bonanza Steakhouse on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. Coming up on WYLN News, the Diocese of Scranton preps for Holy Week. Plus, a local man faces federal charges. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Lorelai, and I'm 7 years old, and tomorrow it's going great.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Front Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
Two Italian Guys Pizzeria, 3 West Diamond Avenue in Hazleton has all your favorites, from pizza, hoagies, salads, entrees, wings, and sides. Always made with the freshest ingredients. Call them at 570-459-2783.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman on Wyln TV 35. Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 4, Sundays at 9.
The Diocese of Scranton's parishes, including the Cathedral of St. Peter, are working hard to prep for Holy Week and Easter. The Most Reverend Joseph Bambera, Bishop of Scranton, will celebrate several pontifical liturgies at the Cathedral of St. Peter. For those attending Holy Week or Easter Mass in person, please wear proper face coverings, social distance, and practice good hygiene. Anyone who feels ill or around someone feeling ill is urged to stay home and participate in online or broadcast services to protect others. For Masses at the Cathedral of St. Peter, reservations are required for Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and all Easter Sunday Masses. CTV will provide live coverage of all of the Masses from the Cathedral of St. Peter, and it will be available via live stream on the Diocese website, YouTube channel, and all their social media platforms. A man who organized local residents to take a journey to Washington, D.C. on January 6th was charged this morning in federal court. 58-year-old Frank Scavo, a former Old Forge School Board member, appeared in federal court in Scranton for a 10 a.m. hearing where he was charged with 4 misdemeanors stemming from the insurrection at the Capitol building. Scavo said that he helped organize the trip of 200 individuals to the Capitol and had 4 buses filled with supporters of President Donald Trump in order to peacefully protest, wanting to see the presidential election overturned. Scavo said 2 days after the Capitol riots that he was not inside the Capitol building at the time. However, 2 Getty Images photos appear to show Scavo among a crowd within the Capitol. Schuylkill County Clerk of Courts Maria Casey said that Commissioner George Halkovich Jr. acted improperly when he voted to change the working conditions of 2 of the women who have sued him for alleged sexual harassment. On March 17th, the Salary Board voted 3-1 to create the positions of Tax Claim Director and Assistant Tax Claim Director in the Bureau, and Chief Assessor and Deputy Chief Assessor in the office. The commissioners then voted 2-1 to transfer 2 of the women to new positions, while leaving the other 2 posts open. Commissioner Gary Hess said that the change amounted to a demotion and voted against both moves. The commissioners also declined to consider banning Halkovich from the courthouse. However, Casey said that the allegations in the lawsuit should be all the reason the commissioners need to ban Halkovich. Coming up on Whitehaven's News Choice, we take a trip down to Carbon County Animal Shelter. Plus, we sit down with Mayor Jeff Cassat on Part 4 of Leading the Way. Stay with us.
When emergency strikes, trust your care to the all-new ER at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. With a facility that's now twice the size. Experienced nurses who see you right away. A quick assessment process makes sure you get the care you need. Advanced technology on site. Safe, private treatment rooms, and a peace of mind that only this level of care can bring. When it matters most, trust your partner in emergency care. Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. Or Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists. Call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hey guys, it's Ray Merrill, Blaze Alexander, Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Are you ready for that March mayhem? March is Ram Truck Month. Get financing as low as 0% and save up to $8,000 on select models. And we've got the largest selection of Cherokees in the area, $500 under invoice. And we're going to do $500 under invoice on Grand Cherokees too. So with all this inventory, why would you bother going anywhere else? Shop, pick, choose, sign, and drive. Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on Wyln TV 35.
Most of us are itching to get out and explore after a long, cold, pandemic-ridden winter. Our four-legged friends may be just as excited, if not more, to get out, jump into the car, and see where the road takes them. Just be sure that your pup's safe and secure during travel time.
Well, some dogs are better off in a crate when they're in a car. Most dogs like car rides, so it's not an issue. The key again is you have to do everything in moderation. If you take your dog on a long car ride, you want to stop every hour or so, let them get out, stretch their feet, go to the bathroom, make sure you bring fresh water with them, fresh treats, fresh food, whatever you need that way. But you'll know right away if your dog likes car rides. They have a way of letting you know. I've run into just a few dogs that really didn't like it. Most dogs enjoy the ride, so it's a matter of getting them out there and going from there.
The popularity of camping has made a comeback, especially during the pandemic. Parks have also loosened regulations when it comes to bringing dogs along, but owners should err on the side of caution.
Definitely take my dog camping with me. The thing is, you have to have control of your dog at all times. So keep in mind that your dog may be well behaved, but somebody else's may not. So your responsibility is the safety of your dog and the safety of others around you. So keep your dog on a leash and just be aware of your surroundings. You know, not every dog likes every other dog, so you have to be careful that way.
The best way to keep your dog happy and safe is to apply the proper training techniques, and it's usually best to start out when they're young.
A lot of training comes when a dog is younger. Most of our dogs we handle are 2 years or older, and a lot of those shelter dogs have some good training in them. I mean, at one point someone did housebreak them and teach them how to sit and give paw, lay down. So we get calls sometimes where somebody adopts a dog from us and tells us like the dog is just phenomenal in the house. It just needs a little reinforcement. So that training is in that dog already, and it's just a matter of getting them out on a schedule and teaching that dog what you want it to do. And then a dog naturally wants to please you. So in a short amount of time, you'll have a system down that works for both you and the dog. That's the key.
If you use an electric collar on your dog, there's a few things to keep an eye out for.
Some people have electric collars. They use it in their yard. It's an electric fence, and that's fine. I mean, it works for some dogs and not for others. Keep in mind, though, sometimes those batteries die out. I've had dogs come in with collars on because they were able to escape. If there's a storm or something, it may throw that fence off a little bit. So it's not the perfect answer. I mean, they have worked for some people. That's a great thing, but it's not foolproof. The key is if your dog's outside, you want to keep an eye on it and make sure that it stays safe and nothing hurts it or it doesn't hurt anybody else.
Spring has sprung, so it's the perfect time of the year if you've been thinking about adopting a new companion.
I mean, we're excited here down at the Carbon County Animal Shelter. Spring is in the air. Flowers are starting to pop up. The snow's almost gone. And it's a good time to think about adopting. I mean, a dog's a great way of helping you lose that extra pounds that you put on over the winter. I mean, taking a dog for a walk, it's all good. We have some good trainers that work with us, so if somebody adopts a dog and they need some extra training tips, we've been more than happy to share that information. I mean, a lot of times these dogs like to travel with you, so you could take them out on the trails and start your walking. This is the time, this is the weather to adopt a dog, bring a new pet into your family, make them part of your family, and we're here with any questions people may have about the process and work with them to find them the perfect dog for their family.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the midday WYLN News update, posted between noon and 2 p.m. Powered by Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, the all-new emergency room at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is nearly double the size. Our updated facility features all private rooms, the latest technology, and a quicker, easier check-in process. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, your partner in ER care.
This special Pocono Mountains magazine series has presented the facts. The COVID-19 vaccine is safe and it's free. And while developed fast, it's effective. Are you still on the fence?
We get patients who aren't sure about getting the shot.
It's okay to be cautious with what you put in your body. But let's face it, this is a vaccine.
And we're in a global pandemic, the kind that hopefully happens only once every 100 years.
So what are some good reasons to not take the vaccine?
There really isn't one. The key now is to sign up.
It's safe, it's free, and it's our best shot at getting our lives back.
Our hospitals are registering patients online for when you qualify for the next phase of vaccine rollout.
We got the shot and now you can. We're in this together.
Together.
We're in this together.
If we all do our part, we can win against this deadly virus.
And trust us when we say,
we're ready to get back to some kind of normal.
Normal would be nice.
Normal would be nice.
So trust your local hospitals and pharmacies, your doctors and nurses.
Go to PoconoMountains.com/COVID-19.
You can find out how to get signed up.
And when it's time, get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated.
We presented the facts and the people. Now you decide. Visit PoconoMountains.com/COVID-19. It's safe, so please sign up.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassatt's leading the way in part 4 of this week's series. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Leading the Way. We are joined by Hazleton City Mayor Jeff Cassatt. So, what have been some goals, and what are some goals that you have had as mayor and have as mayor? And then how have you achieved them, or how do you plan to achieve the future ones?
Well, coming into office, my main focus again was small business, lowering the crime rate, bringing the police department, like modernizing the police department through technology. Recreation and family venues were very important to me, the playground setting. And, obviously the streets. When you talk to people, crime, streets, and potholes are the most important issues that they have. So, we did address those. So we worked on small business. We still are. Last month, we lowered the business license. Now we're working on eliminating the mercantile tax. The police department, crime has been down. We have brought a lot of technology to the cars and to the police department overall. We're making an announcement in the next few weeks, of other technology that we have in the police department. Recreation, if you see the facilities we have now, every playground has been updated in the last 5 years. City View Park has become my #1 project, where we have now 5 pavilions, all kind of events up there, the 4th of July, the Christmas, Halloween was up there. Now next month we're doing the Easter, or at the end of this month, we're doing the Easter Bunny. So like those were the things. Some places we could bring the family together was really important. So that's kind of where my focus was coming into office.
And kind of going off of that, what are some of the challenges that you faced going into those kind of goals? What kind of things have you had to overcome to achieve those?
A lot of it's finance, mainly the streets. It's very expensive to pave streets. But I think we did a great job. I don't think people realize that certain money we have only can go to certain areas of the city. There's funding through the general fund, which is property tax, the community development, which is federal, liquid fuels, which is state. Each of those monies can only be used in certain areas. But I think we came up with a plan the last 2 years to do as much paving as been done in a long time in Hazleton. I think last year we paved almost 7 miles of road. We do have an extensive plan this year again coming up, utilizing the PIB, which is the Pennsylvania Infrastructure. And this is all stuff that comes at no expense to the property tax. So it's a good long-term plan to get us back to where we need to be.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page or at WYLNTV.com, where you can also find LVHN's real facts about COVID-19. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.